Hello beautiful people, it's me Evermore Sol and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be focusing on a pick a card reading for what spiritual gifts you are avoiding. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at what spiritual gifts you are avoiding and why. So I have 4 piles for you here. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to sit with this, and if you need any longer, feel free to pause the video. So if you chose number 1, this is the reading for you. We're going to start off with your cards before moving into the clarifier tokens. So regarding the gifts you are avoiding, we have, oh that's so bright, can you, there we go, the Dancer, Clairaudient, and last but not least, we have the gift of song. So your spiritual gifts are really tied to your creativity, specifically regarding music or your own voice, as well as movement regarding auditory. It's really regarding auditory is what I'm picking up, obviously with clairaudience. But to dance, you often need music. And when you sing, the gift of song, to me, that's all about using your voice, your ability to sing as an offering to either your ancestors, to spirits, to deities, or just to transform your voice and use your voice to transform other people's emotions. Because when you think about it, music is the easiest way to influence someone else's emotions. Let's look into the reasons of why you are avoiding these gifts. We have the Free Man in reverse, to the Fool in reverse, 2 of Knives, Daughter of Coins. Some of you think you have an average voice, and I'm here to tell you that you don't. You don't have an average voice. And Son of Knives. Yeah, I see a lot of you actually need confidence in these spiritual gifts. Some of you feel like, you know, just because you can't, because this is something that's usually not seen, because you typically are the only ones who see these gifts, you know, you don't really truly see how special these gifts are. If anything, you feel like, oh, well, you know, people have similar voice to me, you know, these dance moves are nothing special, you know, clairaudience, nobody's gonna believe I'm clairaudient because, you know, that's something you can't prove with your own eyes. You know, they'll probably just say I'm crazy and all of these things. And you just, with this Daughter of Coins, I'm really getting the feeling that you all think you're just extremely average, and that's the reason why you don't share your clairaudience. That's the reason you don't share your ability when it comes to dancing, the way you express yourself when it comes to dancing. The reason you don't share, not even your voice, for some I just heard your actual songs. I see that some of you are actual songwriters, but you feel like, you know exactly what to expect if you try to do this, because, you know, everybody wants to get into the music industry and I'm not going to stand out and I'm not going to be special. But here's the thing, and everybody says it because it's true, there's only one you, so you're the only person that can do things the way that you do them. As long as you are not trying to copy someone else, you are going to be 100% unique. You just have to stay true to you, and that's something that Spirit is really emphasizing. As long as you are true to you, all these spiritual gifts that you have are going to make you stand out. And and I have to explain this because some of you are confused as to why these things are spiritual gifts. Have you guys ever seen someone and you knew they were meant to dance, and then they're conveying their emotions to you through their dance, and it makes you feel something? There's a variety of ways to use clairaudience. I don't even have to go into that one. And then when it comes to the gift of song, think about gospel singers, and I'm using gospel as an example because When I'm listening to gospel, either I'm really in tune to God and I'm really grateful, or I am asking for the patience to not snap off. Those are the two reasons that I usually listen to gospel. And I see for you all, your songs, your singing voice, that can make people feel something. Music, again, is the easiest way to convey an emotion and to make someone feel something. You guys think you are just so, this has been done with, you don't really have a lot of faith in yourself or confidence in yourself regarding these abilities. And they want you to get rid of that. They want you to have confidence in these abilities and to share them. Look, we are living in a digital age. This is the easiest time to share your gifts and your passions. Nobody on this earth has ever had it so easy when it comes to sharing their gifts. This is the time. And like I said, you're thinking this has been done before, so what? Nobody can do it like you, and that's all that matters. That is literally all that matters. As long as you are authentic to yourself, that is where you're going to find your success. You find your success in your differences. Okay, I'm getting a little preachy. Let me calm down. But that's just the truth of the matter, because we're not limited, especially now. We can see how we're not limited. And honestly, I just heard Spirit come through and they say, you're hiding your voice thinking you're not talented, but there are so many people who aren't talented that are doing what you want to do. No offense to people, but we got some musicians, musical artists that shouldn't really be musical artists. So please, by all means, if you do have this gift, you have these beautiful songs, please share them. One thing that the elders, and I mean even my generation, and I'm on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z, we always say, or at least my friends and I, and the elders say, they just don't make music like they used to. I just don't, you don't feel the way you used to when you used to hear music. Some do, but it's very, very rare. And I feel like that's your key. When you dance, when you use your gift of song, and I'm hearing that some of your lyrics may even be maybe coming from your clear audience, they're going to make people feel something again. And that's where the magic is. So now let's go ahead and jump into your charts. Man, that was beautiful. Please use your gift. Please use your gift. We all have gifts and we're all meant to share them. We live in a day and age, like I said, where this is the easiest time to share your gift. So why not just go ahead and do it? So I'm going to pull some tokens. So you may, if you're wearing headphones, turn them down. What else do number ones, the souls with these beautiful musical gifts, need to know? Ooh, that feels delightful. Okay. Guys, look at this. So here's the thing. We have thank you. So obviously you guys are going to be thanking you for pursuing this. Like I was saying, the magic is in your uniqueness. And your voice is going to be a gift to others. Your song is going to be a gift to others. I don't know if we think about it, but music is a gift in and of itself. The ability to listen to music, to hear music, because not everybody has that ability. Those are gifts, and you imparting either your gift regarding dance or your gift regarding music, your songs, your lyrics, your voice. That's going to be a blessing on somebody else. We have, look at this bird. It's kind of, I'm assuming it's some type of flower. I'm going to flip it around. So, no. I'm going to do this. Yes. You're going to be imparting gifts to others by just being you, and that's beautiful. I'm seeing that if some of you are lacking confidence in your abilities, that there's nothing wrong with taking classes, especially when it comes to, any of these, honestly. The only thing you really can't take classes for is clear audience, but you can train that on your own. But, if it's regarding your voice, getting voice training, that is tremendous, because you have to maintain your voice in order for your voice to sound good. If you've gone without singing for a month or two, you can feel it decline. You can feel your control decline. Learning breath control is a big one too. With dancing, just taking different dance classes, I'm hearing, just so you not sticking to the same, what is it called? Like, genre? Is that the right word? But expanding beyond that, we have no. So some of you may see this reading and you're like, absolutely not, I am not going to share that part with myself. Okay, well, you know, you can try that, but I can promise you that eventually a message like this is going to pop back up telling you to do it, because your spirit guides want you to do it. The divine wants you to do it. So with that being said, this was a reading for my number ones. If you enjoyed, please make sure you like and comment, letting me know if it resonated. If you would like to see more of my content, please make sure you smash that subscribe button and the bell so you know when I upload next. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I truly do, because you're taking the time to check in and see if it resonates. And you know, you don't have to do that, and that's something I really do appreciate, and it means a lot to me. And I just want you to have a blessed day and a beautiful life, and thank you so much again. Bye. So if you chose number 2, we're going to start with your cards before moving into your clarifier token. So let's get started looking at your gifts first. We have Creator, specifically magical tools, Star Seer, really referring to astrology with this one. And we have Connection with Nature. Okay, so obviously I feel like all of these are very, very self-explanatory. I do want to say with this connection with nature, I did pick up, some of you may be avoiding this gift because you don't really, it's not that you don't enjoy nature, but it's certain things in nature I'm picking up, specifically like bugs, which I can understand that one. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I like connecting with nature. So I'm picking up with the bugs really is the big one, and simply just being outside in itself. Some of you are kind of just like, outside is kind of dirty, there's a lot of bugs out there. Like, that's kind of the vibes I'm picking up from. I'm picking up on, excuse me, and I'm hearing spirit saying you're gonna have to get over that. So let's continue with the why you're avoiding this. We have dumb bones, and I know exactly the reason why, because it came through so clearly when I shuffled these cards. We have Father of Knives, and we have Bishop C.H. Mason in reverse. This is very, very simple, and it's probably going to be quick. The reason you are avoiding certain gifts because you were raised on the principle that certain things were bad to do. Using magical tools like maybe a pendulum or tarot decks or oracle decks or anything of that nature. Astrology was bad, you know, astrology isn't good. You know, if you were like me, you were raised with a principle that root work with this connection with nature was bad, or, you know, herbalism or things of that nature was bad. You know, I was raised on the principle of all of these things were actually demonic. That's what I was told. This was, you know, horoscopes, astrology is demonic. Root work, demonic. Putting roots on people, I don't do that, but, you know, black magic, demonic. Tarot cards, demonic. Work of the devil. So I'm really getting these vibes that that's the principle you were kind of raised on. And even watching this reading, some of you may be like, oh, I shouldn't be watching this, you know, I was raised not to do this. But clearly these are tied to your purpose and your gifts, or A, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't tied, because obviously part of you is curious. The reason you're curious is because you're connected to these things, because these are part of your gifts. You can be gifted and try to avoid something. I think we all know that. So you may actually you may go into astrology and can read people's charts like that, but being raised on this principle that this is wrong and this is evil and all these things, you might avoid doing it. You may be able to connect with nature and study all the different plants and make so many herbal remedies that can actually help a lot of people, but because you were raised that this was evil, you avoid it. You may be like, man, you know, I have all these designs running through my head of, you know, this thing, and this thing, and you may be the type that can make a deck that people really resonate with, that people really understand, and, you know, they see it and their heart just connects with it. But again, if you were raised on this principle of this is evil, you won't do it, because we have them bones. I just feel like a lot of you were just raised with this principle to judge all of these things first. We have Bishop C.H. Mason, which is the Hierophant in reverse. So you guys were really raised with those old school, I'm saying it's not really old school, but you know what I'm trying to say. You were raised on those principles of these things are bad, and I'm really picking up that it was from an elder. Mine was from an elder as well. So I'm picking up for you, it's from an elder. And so that's why you're avoiding all of these things, because you were raised to believe that these are wrong, these are evil. Like you're like me, you were raised that this is demonic and the work of the devil, and you know, that's a no-no. We don't do that. But again, these are part of your gifts. Like I said, you could create remedies for people. You could read people's chart and help them understand why they're going through certain things in their lives. Create tools that, you know, really help people, get some type of guidance, some type of comfort, you know, help them out in life. That's the thing. All these tools, they are not demonic. They are not evil. They are just that, tools. As my mom likes to say, because I told her all the things I do now. And at first, her first instinct was like, oh my God, absolutely no. But then I showed her the things that I do. And, you know, I remember I did a couple of root work things with her, or for her. And, you know, she saw the results from that. And she realized like, oh, well, maybe it's not evil, because I see that you're not using any of these things for evil. And she says, well, maybe it's all about how people use tools and not the tool itself. And that's what needs to be conveyed to you all, because that's what you need to take in and need to sit with, because you have these gifts. It's not the tool themselves that are inherently wrong or inherently evil or bad or anything of that nature. It's all about how you use them. So that being said, let's take a look into your charms. So if you have some headphones on, you may want to turn down the volume. So number 2 is what other additional messages they need to know about right now, just a message, or about their gifts, or anything that'll help them overcome these beliefs regarding them. Ooh, right there. Yeah, like I said, it really has to do, I feel like an elder instilled that in you, where they were just like, absolutely not. We don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah, these beliefs, they're going to have to fall away, because they're not serving what you were meant to do. They're not serving your abilities. They're really limiting you. And I hear just not only in this area of your life, of your, because these are all, you know, there's a lot of spiritual things we're talking about spiritual gifts, obviously. But I just see having just a hard, closed-minded opinion is actually not helping you in multiple areas of your life. And they're also saying with this, they're saying don't believe everything you see in the movie or TV. Oftentimes the way they portray things and the way they actually are two completely different things. They are really they really want me to emphasize this. Reality and TV or movies are 2 completely different things. Remember that, they say it, remember that. So that being said, this is my reading for my number 2s. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you like and comment. Let me know if it resonated. If you would like to see more of my content, please make sure you smash that notification bell and the subscribe button so you know when I upload next. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a blessed day and a beautiful life. Bye. So if you chose number 3, this is the reading for you. We're going to start with your cards before moving into your clarifier tokens. So regarding the gifts, we have the writer, also referring to automatic writing. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where you just literally write whatever comes to your mind. Divination, getting messages through a variety of things. There's a lot of things that are divinatory, if that's a word. I'm pretty sure it is, in a sense. And last but not least, we have no fear. So this one isn't regarding a gift. This was just a message I wanted to put in there. Have no fear. Okay. Automatic writing and divination. I'm automatically seeing for you, you get divination, you get messages from really just getting a piece of paper and writing whatever comes to mind. It's not in here because it was in another reading, but some of you may be clairaudient, so you write what you hear, or you write maybe different things because I only chose 3. Actually, let's just go ahead and see what else jumps out, because I feel like it's tied to something else, this automatic writing. again, so I'm going to reshuffle that. Okay, so what's influencing the automatic writing? That's what we really need to know, Spirit. What's influencing the automatic writing? It keeps coming through. So I fell down there originally, so I'm going to take it. We have prophecy. So some of you may be getting prophetic dreams or prophetic visions, or you feel one coming on. Oh, that's what it is. You might feel one coming on, and then you just start writing everything that comes to you. When you feel this prophetic dream, or this not the dream, because obviously you're asleep, but when you feel this prophetic message or vision come to you, you just start writing everything automatically. Oh, okay. So we have 6 of Sticks. Big Mama in reverse. And the Garden. So I'm getting the feeling that some of you are avoiding these gifts, A, because you don't think that people will really like take the time. Well, I'm really getting the feeling that sometimes like you guys may think that you're kind of crazy, or you think people are going to think you're crazy because they'll look at your messages and they'll be like, why are you writing all this nonsense? But here's the thing, sometimes we really just have to focus on ourselves and shut out everybody's outside opinion, because everybody has an opinion, but that doesn't mean it's important. No offense, but I mean, that's true. That's kind of the way you have to think about life, especially when it comes to you. You can't take everybody's opinion into consideration about your life, because it's your life and they're not living it. And I'm also getting the feeling that some of you don't think you'll get recognition for your prophetic messages that you receive through automatic writing. And I feel like a lot of you know, like, no, I most definitely had these things happen where I feel like this message coming through and I go through to write it, and you know, it comes true. And some of you are thinking that you may not get recognition if you try to share this, or you don't feel like you should share it because you'll never get recognition. Even though you know, because oh yeah, I'm getting chills, because they said you know that by sharing some of these messages, it's actually going to help other people, because you make it messages about other people, or about, I'm hearing, society in general, with this prophecy. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to get a lot of recognition to share your gifts. Okay, clarifier. So you may get discouraged in the beginning because your messages, even though they're accurate and they come true, you're not getting a lot of recognition for it. And that's going to kind of discourage you in a sense, because you know, when you put in work and you share these things and they're so accurate, and you know this is rare, you know. There's a lot of people who don't have the ability to prophesize like this, that just really come as downloads to them. It's a rare gift. It's a rare ability. The ability to truly prophesize is extremely rare. It's 8 billion people on the planet, so obviously, yeah, a lot of people can do it, but it's still a rare gift to prophesize. I'm feeling to your detail and your accuracy. That's the biggest thing. It's your accuracy regarding your messages. And the biggest thing is they're saying, Spirit's coming through, because they said, you know, you may not get recognized in the beginning. People may not recognize you in the beginning. But what they said, you're eventually going to get that recognition when people really start paying attention to what you say, and time goes on, and what you prophesize is what comes true. So we're going to jump into the clarifier token. So you're avoiding it because you feel like people may think you're crazy. Excuse me, let me wrap this up. And because you feel like nobody will recognize you, and you don't want to put in all this work and not gain anything from it. And they're telling you you're going to gain something from it. It's just going to take time. I'm going to pull some clarifier tokens. So if you're wearing headphones, you may want to turn down the volume. What else do you need to know for my number 3s? Okay. So yeah, I was speaking about psychic mediums. So some of you may be psychic mediums. You may be getting messages from different spirits, because spirits can see way more than we can. I'm also picking up heavily that it's probably going to be your ancestors coming through, letting you know these things. This is a this may have also been passed down through generations. So you may not be the only person in your family that had this ability, this prophetic writing, I suppose. I do see that it's going to be a little bit difficult for you, because I'm not going to go into detail with this cross. I think you know, but they do want you to keep in mind the positive aspect of this, the people that you will be helping because you're sharing your messages. And I'm also hearing, don't let certain family members distract you or discourage you from sharing either. So with that being said, this was the reading for my number 3s. If you enjoyed, please make sure you like and comment. Let me know if it resonated, and if you'd like to see more, please make sure you smash the subscribe button and the bell so you know when I upload next. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a blessed day and a beautiful life. Bye. So if you chose number 4, this is the reading for you. We're going to start with your cards before moving into the clarifier token. So let's go ahead and start with the gifts. We have the Weaver, Storytelling, Dreamwalker. Okay, obviously some messages coming through dreams, some lucid dreams. And we have Prophets. Okay, we have 2 groups that really spoke about prophecy and the ability to just see things in the future. But with you, the difference was them. They mainly got it through writing. They wrote the messages down. They came through whenever the messages come. They would write them down. But with you, you're getting messages regarding the future through your dreams. Okay. Okay, that just came through. Yes, you may have been drawn to number 3 as well. So with number 3, it felt more like prophecies, in the sense of kind of like, I don't want to say warnings, but more so of things to be cautious of. Whereas you, I feel like it's more so of things that are going to come to pass, but not exactly things that people need warning or need to be cautious about. Just like, hey, just so you know, this is about to happen. Like I'm hearing for some, like you may be able to tell when someone's about to get pregnant, or just things like that. Just like kind of, I'm hearing miscellaneous. Okay, we have Dr. Grant. Of why we're focusing on why you're avoiding your spiritual gifts. Now we have Daughter of Knives. Oh, I'm seeing that some of you might avoid your gift. Oh, okay, hold on. It's picking up in 7 of Coins. Okay, I know exactly what's going on. So it's a couple of things. Starters with this Dr. Grant, it's the Hermit, but the really thing I'm picking up, especially when I've had dreams that foretold certain things, especially when I was younger, it happened a lot. Not so much now, but for starters, I'm really picking up, some of you may avoid or just say, because I know I did this for a while, where I would go to sleep, and it was a point in my journey where my dreams were really, really active, and I was getting a lot of messages and a lot of downloads. And I remember it got to the point where I would say, before I go to sleep, I said, I don't want a message. I don't want a message tonight. And my biggest thing is, I would say, because I just want some rest. When you are dream walking and you're getting so many messages from your dreams, you don't get the full, it's like you don't get the full proper amount of rest and sleep you get if you weren't doing all those things. And I feel like a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm also seeing you might avoid your gifts because you may have saw a few things and told people what was gonna happen, and they're like, oh my god, how'd you do that? And you're like, well, they just come through when I dream. And I see people may have bombarded you with some requests of like, okay, so when you go to sleep, and it sounds so weird, but this is exactly what I'm picking up. When you go to sleep tonight, can you ask about this, or can you see if you see anything about this? And I see you starting to get overwhelming. So I feel like some of you said, you know what, don't tell me any messages. I just want to sleep, and I just don't want people like asking me, because when I sleep, I'm supposed to be resting. I'm not supposed to be doing basically all of this work as I sleep, but this is one of your gifts. And 7 of coins. So for some of you, I'm also hearing the fact like I can't really do anything with this. Like I can't really invest in this. I can't really you know, make kind of a profit. And I'm gonna say it's not bad to want to make a profit using your gifts, but some of you are like, I don't really know what I'm gonna get out of this besides, you know, just sharing all these random miscellaneous things that people request. But you know, I can't really, it's not like I can charge for this because people aren't going to pay money for me to go to sleep and tell them what I saw. I mean, you never know. Some people will, because some people pay money for anything. But I see that those are things that are going through your mind. Like, this is overwhelming. It interrupts my rest. I don't get proper rest from it because of all these things that come to me. You know, I'm not really sure what I can do with this. Here's the thing, because what they're saying, these are the reasons you're avoiding. But what I hear Spirit coming through and saying is you can make a platform, is what I'm hearing, based off of all these messages that come to you. Now, I don't think it's in the grand scale of number 3, like I said, where you're putting out these warning, these cautionary tales, but more so of just general information of things that are going to come. And people are going to be like, man, I remember that person, you know, speaking about this. I'm kind of happy that, you know, I'm following them or I listen to their message because, you know, now I'm prepared. And it's probably going to be the same thing as number 3, where it's not instant success because people are going to need to A, see your message, and B, see it come to pass. But I do see those of you who are wondering, like, how am I going to do anything with this? That's how you're going to do something with this. And I'm hearing, if it's people in your personal life and they know how accurate you are, you can charge them. That may sound rude to some, but hey, time is precious, and if you can't get some rest and you basically going to be working while you sleep anyway, you might as well get paid for it. I really hope no one ever comes to me for encouraging people to like make their money while using their gifts. I mean, time is priceless. You can't get time back. You can't pay for time either. So I'm gonna encourage people to make their coin where they can. So with that being said, I'm going to pull some clarifier tokens. So you may, if you're wearing headphones, turn it down. What else do my number 4s need to know regarding their gifts, a message you have, why they're avoiding, how to come over, comment, anything really, Spirit, anything. Anything for my number 4s, okay. No, can't let them be here. Oh, ooh, Dream Walker. Okay, some of you may be able to connect to other people while you're sleeping. I know it sounds crazy. Do you guys remember, maybe not, remember that SpongeBob episode? If you haven't seen it, essentially it was a episode where SpongeBob was able to go into other people's dreams. Like, he was able to go into their dream states and communicate with them and see what was going on in their dreams and all these different things. As far out as that may sound, that may be the case for some of you. I see it's going to obviously take some time to develop. I think a lot of you are going to have to really accept this part of yourself and maybe do some practice with lucid dreaming. I'm not really sure how to do that. That's not really my strong suit. As I said, I told them I'm tired. You know, I have other gifts that I rather lean into than being tired, and I just told them, like, use this for me only, and we're gonna go with that. But I do see these things coming. I'm seeing that some of you may be struggling with this gift because your rational mind is saying there's no way I can predict this just by sleeping, or there's no way I can see this coming in my dream just by sleeping. But I mean, that's what's happening, especially for those of you, we got Dreamwalker. Some of you may literally be able to walk into other people's dreams. Look, nothing's possible. You may dream about somebody and you had a conversation with them, and the next day they say, hey, I dreamed about you, we did this, this, and this. And you might say, like, oh yeah, I remember that. And you both might be a little freaked out, but I do see that as one of your gifts. Whether you believe it or not, you're really going to be tied. Oh, that's what it is. A lot of you are going to have to really focus on some crown chakra work, connecting to source consciousness. That's going to help you a lot. That's going to help you all a lot. Source consciousness, the divine, they're going to help you walk through it, setting that intention before you go to sleep. And also, I'm hearing the biggest thing with you is meditation and stillness, because I'm getting the fact, I just heard some of you are going to need to calm down during your dreams so you can be aware that you're dreaming and also use that to your advantage. Ooh, that was a interesting one. Really interesting. Okay. So with that being said, this was for number 4. This was really interesting. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you did too. If you did, please like and comment. Let me know if it resonated. I really did enjoy this. Ooh, I'm curious about you all now. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and comment. Let me know if you did. If you'd like to see more of my content, please make sure you smash the subscribe button and the bell so you know when I upload next. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you just taking the time out of your day to check in and watch and see if it resonates and see if you enjoy it. I really do appreciate it because you don't have to. And with that being said, thank you again. Have a blessed day and a beautiful life. Bye.